Hello guys, I'm back. My name is Jeferson Costa and I teach students, graduates and engineers how to work with chemical process engineering and plant design. And today I am in Tulsa, state of Oklahoma in the US to talk to you about kickoff meetings. I went to the US, I will expand here 3 nights in the US to do a kickoff meeting for a project that I am working on in a local design company here in Tulsa. And what is kickoff meeting, why it's important, and what is the kind of issue or what kind of information is shared during the kickoff meeting. So the kickoff meeting is the official data that a project starts. So when we are doing preliminary calculations, feasibility study in a non-official way, let's say that the project was not approved yet, you don't have a commitment with the schedule eventually, but once your idea is approved and it becomes a project, any project has a scope, schedule, and cost. So once the cost associated with your project was approved and you deal it with the stakeholders, it's time to officialize the start of your project. So in many cases, the start of a project begins with the kickoff meeting of the project. So in the kickoff meeting, the main objective of this meeting is to let all the team aware about the scope of the project and also about the schedule of the project. And in this kind of meeting, we'll cover what are the limits, the battery limits for the customer, the battery limits for the design companies, the battery limits for the stakeholders, and we must clarify everything that is inside the scope of the project and also what is not part of the scope of the project. Because this way, everyone that's involved in the project will be able to do their jobs. So as a chemical process engineer, as I develop the conceptual design of the plant that we are working on, I will present to our party, to our partner, what is the concept of the project and what is the battery limits between my job and the job of the chemical process engineer of the company that are working with us. Moreover, we will share the expectations of each side. So I have a list of documents to share, and based on each document, we'll talk about what is the expectation, what kind of information must be available, what are the boundaries, and what kind of interface we will have to in order that the third party can develop their job. In this kind of partnership, or when you have to work with another person to do your job in a chemical process engineering plant design, it's important to have synergy and trust on both sides. So that's why we need to do this kind of meeting to let sure that everyone has the same kind of information and also the same kind of knowledge and understanding about the project. Moreover, we need to talk about the schedule. When we approve a project, we have expectation to get profits from that project. In this case, we are only doing the finishing the conceptual design. I start up the conceptual design. Now the company needs to work on that and finish the conceptual design. And based on that, we will do the basic engineering of this project. So to be able to do that, we need to list all the documents that are needed to issue the basic engineering package of the project, and each discipline is responsible for one part of the project. For instance, the process engineer responsible for the process flow diagram, pipe instrumentation diagram, heat and material balance of the project, while the mechanical engineer will get the results or will get some information from the process engineering and turns that on mechanical specification for equipment. For instance, columns, compressors, pumps, and etc. In the other hand, the electrical engineer, based on the charts and loads and power consumption of the plant, will do the documents related to the electrical engineering, line diagrams, list of charts, list of electrical equipments, and etc. The civil engineer, based on the information from the mechanical, based on the information of the electrical team, and based on the information from the suppliers, will do the civil basis of the project and related documents in order that we will be possible to us erect the plant in the future. And there are some other disciplines that is involved also in the basic engineering. For instance, the instrumentation engineer, the automation engineer, the process safety engineer, if it's the case of the company. In some companies, the chemical process engineer is responsible for the process and also for the safety process. And in other company, this responsibility is splitted. There are a person specific for process safety. But in this case here, I get the two responsibilities. So when we need to start a project, it's important that everyone that is involved in the project knows what is happening. And based on that, we share the scope of the project, we review the schedule, the expectations of each part in order that the job runs smoothly, and in the end, we are able to have a documentation with good quality and delivered in the planned schedule, and also under the costs estimated for the engineering phase of the project. Based on all this documentation, we go to the market and do the quotation of the equipment and compare the results of this quotation, the cost of this quotation, with what is preliminary estimated in the earlier stage of this project. So in this case, we will have a more accurate value to proceed for other stages if it is the case. So this is it, guys, what I would like to share with you. If this video was useful for you, give your like. It is 100% free to give your like, and share also this video with other chemical engineers and chemical engineering groups, because this way you help me to reach 1,100 chemical process engineers around the world. This is it. I hope you like it, and I'll see you soon in the next video. Bye bye.